Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with the Plan. So as discussed in my last video, I was waiting on some mail and I don't have everything here yet, but I did want to show you what came so far. So again, I want to talk about like how beautiful this presentation is. And this is the planners that I got for my sons. We have 3 of these, one for each. And once I got it here, it is probably a little feminine for them. So even though you can see that the cover is actually fine, I think the rose gold discs are going to be needing to be switched out. So the rose gold writing could be covered with stickers. And then otherwise you have just a green cover. So let's get this open and look at it. Because it has like some yellow streaks in there. It's actually a really nice cover. So I'm going to set this bigger one aside. We'll work with that in a minute. But first, let's go ahead and get their planner set up. So this is a cover that I got off of eBay, but it's the Happy Planner cover size. And then these are all Happy Planner dividers in here. And you can see it, so I got ones that were more neutral and had the boys use them. They still have like some delicate details that probably would not go in a normal boy planner. So now they're not gonna have to use any of these dividers here. And I'm not gonna have to worry about what is decorative on their divider or not. They don't really even look at the dividers, which is why I kind of got away with some of these. Like follow your heart, you know. So, but they are actually pretty neutral. So they worked well for what I needed them for at the time. But now what we're gonna do is kind of like switch this up. When I did talk to them, they saw this through the plastic and they said they were fine with the cover, but they really did want to keep this cover. So pages from here are going to go onto here, and then all these pages that are on here are just gonna be set aside. I'm going to do that in a minute. I thought I was going to do that now, but let's open this other package. And then we can talk about this one after a while as well. So they all do come in this bubble wrap like this. I just removed the other one to open the box like this to show the kids. And now this is the big size. This is such a beautiful cover. Let's get everything out of here. You can just see how well this is packaged very carefully. And then you also have metal discs. So unlike sometimes the Happy Planners can come with broken plastic discs, I mean, they usually don't, but I have had a couple in my time. I love these colors. I think it's so pretty with that teal and this kind of deep pink. Okay. And this is it. Alright, so this is my first time seeing this layout in person. I'm super excited. What I've done before is just watched video after video after video, and then went on the website and like just kind of stalked the pictures. But look how pretty this cover is. Oh, obviously I have this cover in the mini, so I already knew, but I mean, I just think the bigger, it's so pretty. I love it. I even like this kind of peachy on the inside. So we'll do a really quick flip through just to kind of show you in case you haven't seen any of the videos on these. You start out with this beautiful name page, and again, you can already see the paper color. If you can compare it, this is like the little, well, we can go back to this. This is the 2025 planner signature layout. It has 2025 dated weekly planner, 101 thick quality paper and a soft off-white, which I love. The size is 8.75 inches by 10.25 inches page size. So that's, you know, usually we do 8.5 by 11. So it's a 1/4 of an inch wider, but it's 3/4 of an inch shorter. So it's actually a really nice size. I really love the size. Packaged in durable box for safe storage. We just talked about that. And it can probably be stored back in there the pages could anyway. I might stick it on a shelf, but if I wanted to, I could put the extra pages that I'm not going to use, because I am going to FrankenPlan this in the box and mark the box and keep that on the shelf. Monthly dashboards, which I love, and calendar spreads, which is like the monthly calendar spread. Monthly finance and self-care pages, lined and dot grid pages each month. Federal and religious holidays are marked. Extra bucket lists, passwords, and movie book ratings, year at a glance, and more. Lined and blank pages in back. 220 total pages, 110 sheets. Now, Happy Planner will come with 72 sheets in most of their planners. Their undated planners have a little more than 72 because they don't know how long your week is going to be. So, I mean, I think it might be up to, that might be closer to 80. But this has 110 sheets for 220 pages. So here's your name page. And this does say, for ideas, inspirations, and videos on how our stickers and monthly subscriptions work with this planner, head over to our IG, I guess that's Instagram, planner_NV. And then you get into here. So this would be kind of like your year at a glance. There's no perpetual calendar in here, but if I really wanted one, I could print one, but I've never actually really used those. I think this might be enough space to put like a birthdays for, because there's 12 boxes. I could do birthdays for January, February. I could do goals in this section for the month. There's a lot of things you can do with this. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for yet, but I'm guessing, especially for my catch-all, I will just use these for birthdays, whatever birthdays are in the month. And this, I love a bucket list for 2025, the big one. Places I want to go, things to try, things to work on, things to experience. This is also in the boys planner, and I love that they have that. I also love that I have it. It can, you know, put some goals down, put some things I want to get done. Movie and book ratings, and you fill in the stars. Important contacts right up here up front. So I think that is different than the 2024 one. It is, I think, yeah, the 2024 one, the spiral. I'll get it right now actually so we can see. So this is the one I'm going to be using as my teacher planner in the spiral. You see, I really do like this cover, but also this is just one of the ones that was on sale. It has the contacts and passwords in the back here. So the good thing about a disc system, where is it? I think it's behind the December. Let's get all the way there. Okay, so yeah. So all the way in the back after December is the contacts and passwords. So here you have it up front. But the good thing is that, about a disc system is if you don't love that, I can pull these out and put them in the back. And I only have a dot grid here that I'd be missing, but this is part of the monthly dashboard. So here's the monthly dashboard. And you have the month. This month you have 3 spots for priorities. You have a goals section, a gray box for anything, an empty box up here for stickers or anything important in here. Dates and birthdays, you have a line for the name and then for the date. You can put sticker or anything else over here, and then notes down here. So that's your monthly dashboard, and then this side is just empty for whatever you wanted to do. And this is the divider. So the page is actually the divider. There's no official divider. And what I like about that, if you have Happy Planner, I'll just use my son's. This is the one I have nearby, but because he does have the Happy Planner system, you have the currently here, and then you go into the month, right? So the divider kind of separates it. It's not actually a big separation, but I know like some people feel like this is like separated from the month. But here it's all together with the month. There's nothing separating it, so I do kind of like that. Now I've been watching a lot of videos from Squared Plans, from Christina Brown, Real and Thriving, and from Organized Money, and just how they're setting their things up. And so there's some creative things that you can do without actually having the dividers. You don't really need the dividers. So I'm looking forward to figuring out some of that detail stuff, and because the rest of my planners are not going to be here until like the end of next week, I'll have some time to work that out. So that's good, even though I don't want to wait. Okay, and then here's our monthly overview. This is correct, obviously, for 2025. For every other planner, I was going to have to redate this portion, but this is going to be all on date. And then you have December 2024 here and February 2025 up in this corner. I really like this. I want to know that, like, if I'm on the 24th, how many weeks do I have until, but I always like seeing the next month, so you don't even have to flip. So I really do like this. And I like the last month if you're trying to figure out what day the 23rd was on or something. I think it's nice. And you have this whole list here along with the sidebar. A little notes down here, some notes down here, and a box here. So there's actually a lot of room for decorating here as well. And this font is really pretty, but also the paper. I really, really like the color of the paper. I feel like it's super easy on my eyes. All right, so let's turn the page. Okay, so this is one of the sections that really sold me on this planner is you have a self-care right here in between your month, in between your monthly and your week. So it's right here. So you don't have to be flipping around. You will have to flip back from the week back over to here. And I am gonna add some FrankenPlan pages here for self-care. I already have that decided. And what I'm gonna do is do some meal tracking and some exercise tracking. So I'm gonna pop in a couple pages here in between self-care and budget. So I do like that. And I could also put on the front side of the budget some budget pages here if I wanted them as well. But I think this is probably gonna be enough for my budget. But there's always that option. And here instead of bills due, I'm gonna write some of the bills due, and then I'm also gonna do a spending tracker down here. I honestly think it'll be enough. And now we're going in to the weekly, so I'm super excited about this layout. Okay, yes. This is exactly what I wanted. This is a quad layout, which I love. Notes over here, and next week's section, which could be changed, but how cool if you think of something you want to put next week, you don't even have to flip to it. You just write it there real quickly while you're planning. A note section here. This is a box you can put anything in there. What's really nice about the website when you're looking at the planner is they have suggestions for this box. So I think they put like a Bible verse that you want to put here for the week, or I could actually put the entire Torah Parsha verses up here so that I can know, even though this isn't going to be the Bible planner, just to have it on there to remind me to do it. So that could be good. And then up here is going to kind of be my pre-planner is the idea. So this particular planner, well, I'm not sure, but this layout is one of the layouts I'm going to be using. I'll talk more about this in a different video, but let's just real quickly talk about what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of using this section as a time block, like morning routine, work, afternoon routine, like time block here with tasks that come up or appointments that come up over here that are not cleaning and house related, because I'm going to have a cleaning and house section in the planner, which will actually be a different planner, but it's still going to be a section in this planner. And then I have a tracker here, which can be for anything. Also on the website, where they're kind of showing what you can do with these sections, they do talk about how stickers can cover these up. So this could be used as a decoration section if you don't want a tracker that week, like there's nothing you're tracking that week. I am loving it. I love the quarterly boxes. I love the to-do here, and I love this little spot here. This is going to be super useful. I am planning, as of now, to use 3 of these layouts, exactly the same, for 3 sections in my planner. So we'll finish flipping through the month just so you can kind of see, because there are note pages at the end of the month, but every week is essentially the same, just different dates. And I will be redaying and redating, because the date goes with the date, these tops here. So I will start with the Sunday. And the way that they do it right now, they do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I've been doing Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think I'm going to continue with this system where I'll put Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Friday and Saturday are together, whichever way I do it. So yes, I will be redaying. So this will be Sunday the 5th instead of Monday the 6th. And then every week is the same. You also have, I think this is pretty nice. I really do like that it's highlighting the week that you're on. You can also tell like, oh, there's, 4 Fridays in this month just by looking at your weekly page. You don't have to flip back to the monthly. I think that's super convenient. So I like that a lot. Okay, so here, the last couple days of the month, we actually go into February a little here because of how the weeks fall. But mine will only go to Saturday, will be the last day here. And then I'll push Sunday onto the next week. And then I have a double note page spread here. And then I go back to my dot grid for my February dashboard. So that's how all the months are. So the only thing we can check now is what's behind here in December, because they don't have the password there anymore or the contacts. So we'll pass through the month. We're getting a little into December or January 2026 here. All right, so then we're getting into our line sheet. So 1, 2, so we have this half one. 2 full ones, 3 full ones, 4 full ones. How many doodle pages? 1, 2, 3 doodle pages. So that is the same as the 2024 spiral that I have. So for any budget section, I could come grab an extra page. I don't have 12 total, but I could grab an extra page from back here and add some budget items. But what I think I'm going to do is really take apart one of the spirals and use that. I already have that taken off the spiral and ready to punch, so we'll see what pages are left over with some of my ideas. But that is it for this planner. It is so beautiful. I really love it a lot, and I love this cover. It's gorgeous. Now, obviously, with a couple planners, to have a all-in-one catch-all planner with a couple different layouts, but really mostly the signature layout, I will only need one cover. Before, how I was doing it was having a transformer planner, and I kept all the covers of the planner. So like here is my catch-all section of my planner. I already took this cover off, but there was a cover here for my pre-planner, and then here's a third cover section for my wellness planner. So I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to do more of what Squared Plans does, or Christina Brown Real and Thriving does. I haven't seen how the Organized Money sets up her planner yet, but I'm assuming it's similar, where you only have one cover and then you have the tabs up top here to help you see the sections. I do have a different idea than what they exactly do. And even though they're like super expert, and I am not, I do think something is gonna work a little better for me in a different way. So we'll talk about that when we get all the other planners here and start to FrankenPlan. But let's get back to my son's planner. And I'm gonna move this gorgeous one out of the way. I am so happy with that layout. Like, I'm just, oh, I feel relieved. There's just so much space. And then because I am going to follow the Squared Plans in a way, and the Christina Brown, and I think the Organized Money, I think she does do something similar. I just can't remember right now because I was watching different type of content from her right now. But they all have this similar all-in-one planner. And they really do have like 5 to 6 planners in their all-in-one planner, sometimes even more, like their wellness and their budget. And so it's all in here, but it's one planner. And I think that mentally is so much more manageable. You guys were right. A lot of you guys recommended that system, and I think you guys are so smart. Thank you for bailing me out of my crazy with the way that I was going to do it. And just to mention, when I have the 3 transformer planner in one and a 4 transformer planner in one, it's fine, but sometimes I would need to write something in a different planner, like a cleaning thought, and I didn't have that planner in my hands. So I would just write it on the planner that I had, and it never made it to that planner. So now all in one, it does make sense. It's super, super smart. All right, so for this, with this eBay cover, I had put some pages in here for them in case they wanted to take notes, but I'm gonna take that out. But just know, like, this would work in this new planner, but they have extra note pages in their new planner, so they don't actually need that. And what I'm gonna do, let's set this under here for a second. All right, I'm just gonna be taking out their months here and putting them over here. And let's see. This is kind of what their stuff looks like now when they do their planners. So it's just kind of a list. And they scratch out. They're gonna need their bookmark. So that is working for them. This is my youngest son who has the least amount of tasks to do. And so the other ones are just getting, the long list is not their favorite to have it like just keep going down. So this planner layout, really great solution. I have seen a lot of people using a quad layout, which is very similar. It's actually, this is a quad layout, but I like this one even better for what it has. All right, December. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Their budget section is back here. It's just a happy planner month. They never flip to it. They never look at it. So now, I mean, it's just been in there for like 5 months. Nothing, no looking at. So that is coming out. And now we can get these new pages in. And I think because of the width of these discs compared to the width of these discs, I'm only going to use 6 months in here. We'll see how it looks after a few. But I'm going to give them their name page and then these early pages, because we are going to have a day where we sit down and they have to think of a couple things that they want to do. And then every night after their TV and movie time, they do grab their planners to plan for the next day. So then they can write the movie down and have it right there, right then. So that'll be fun. So those are coming out. We'll see how they fit on this disc. I'm not sure. These discs look a little wider. They seem fine, but let's get more pages on there and see. So all of January. I'm just getting the months in. I thought I was recording, but I was not. I'm splitting these months in half because the paper is so thick. This is a 101 pound paper. So with a happy planner, you can take out the whole month to do it all at once. I think people say their paper's 32 pound. They don't advertise their paper, so I don't really know what it is. But so for every month, and I'm going to do the first 6 months in here. So let's get May and June. So doing planners together at night with the kids, it literally takes less than 5 minutes. I know it sounds like a hassle. Seems like it would take a long time, but they write down what they need, and I just tell them real quickly what I need them for the next day and to do, and they write that down as well. Okay, I'm going to come back and I will grab the extra paper back here, because if they want to use it, it can stay there the whole time, you know? So even if they don't use it the first 6 months, it can be there for the second 6 months, just in case. All right. So when we try this cover, it barely covers the tabs, the Happy Planner cover, and that's because these pages are 1/4 of an inch bigger than, whoops, that was loud, wider than the Happy Planner pages, but you can see barely covers the tabs here. So if you are taking this around in a bag, you could be worried about the tabs, and you may want to either make a different cover for yourself, especially if you have a laminator, that could be pretty easy to do, or use the original cover. But I do think the Happy Planner big covers for the Planner Envy mini size could be trimmed down. If you like a cover in the big cover, can be trimmed down and punched to be used, and then you could use your example cover that came with it as a size and do that. But here is his planner ready to go, but actually I need to put December back in for him because he is still using that. So let me grab that. And now you can really see like the page difference too here. You have that 1/4 of an inch right there. I'm going to put his bookmark back in. Okay, so he is all now set up for the first 6 months of 2025, and then when December's over, he will take this month out, but use his bookmark for his weekly. He'll put it on the weekly, but we will go over these initial things. So that will probably be a 10 to 15 minute time frame. I might even make it part of their homeschool to set up their planners because it is really important. It keeps them on track. So I might do like a 10-15 minute section of lesson time to set these up for them. But again, the reason I got these instead of just staying with a happy planner is because of everything else it has in the monthly, including goals, priorities, birthdays. This is more probably going to be for them to look at, but they could put some monthly tasks down here that they want to do. They could also mark days off or days that we might be traveling or something. And this self-care section, right now, they would put whatever workout on this list here. So whatever workout they actually do, they put here or somewhere on this page. You can also really see the different color of the pages here. It almost looks like gray-blue next to this really creamy color. You guys see the difference there? Anyway, so they would put whatever workout they did, like squats or whatever, back. They would put that here. So now, so they'll still probably do that on their weekly. They can mark it down here, what they actually ended up doing. But over here for healthy habits would be like getting enough sleep, drinking enough water, stuff down here for healthy habits. Their exercise and fitness here. This part I'm thinking, you know, they have aside from their regular workout, they try to do some pull-ups, push-ups, stuff like that. That's what they could do here, which is just like an extra bonus for especially teenage boys to get some more strength. And then the budget and finance, they have, I like this checking start, what they have in their checking start and checking the end. Savings start, savings ends. I really like that. That is a reality check. They could put a goal here this month. They have scattered income from odd jobs. Instead of bills, I'm going to have them put this as an expense tracker. So if they want to save for an item here, that would also be save for. What is it for? How much is needed? So that's also really nice. Okay, and there's their weekly. And now instead of just coming down a long list, they have all of Tuesday here, all of Wednesday here. It's a really, really great layout. My mind works like this, their minds work like this, so there it is. And it's on the discs. It has the cover. It's a very close edge there for the tabs, but you can't feel them when it's right here. You can't feel the tabs. You still only grab cover. So yeah, I think it's gonna be really good. And now for the extra pages. These discs are just like a little too pinky for them to use. I'm gonna love them, but a little too pinky for them to use. But these will be the extra pages for when I need to come in and grab them. And I'm gonna put, it doesn't really matter whose pages are whose, but I'm gonna put an L here, which is an initial, so we know that this is his book. I might come back and grab these discs off if I need them for something. So we'll see, because they are really good quality. And that color, that pinky color, so pretty. This is actual rose gold, right? All right, there we have it. So that is all ready to go. These pages, I'm gonna figure out what to do with them. And let's just grab this back up. So when the other planners come next week, I will be FrankenPlanning. And I don't know if I finished my thought earlier. I have a couple different covers coming because they come with the planners. I'm gonna quarterly, or even maybe every other month, or I could every month and just rotate through, change out the cover because all the covers are really cute. I really like all the covers that I grabbed. So that's what I'm gonna do with the cover. And then inside, I'll show you a sneak peek because we are here of what I'm planning to do. And I had two thoughts. My first thought was to grab like a big Happy Planner cover, pop it on here, cut to have a tab here, and then cut like this whole top part off, and have this be a section. And then just label this section up here with a sticker. I've done, so this would be a dashboard. I've done dashboards out of classic covers before for my big planner. So I could do that for this. That is one option because this is cute, right? But the other thought I had, and I'm gonna try this first. We'll see if I like it. If I don't like it, I can go back to that as a backup. And I may do this as well just to have some fun options. But this is my second option. These are Dollar Tree flexible cutting mats. You get 2 for $1.25. So my option here is to trace basically this cover onto this mat, cut out a tab, or trace in a tab thing, and then cut the mat, and then I have a dashboard that's clear-ish. And what I like about this idea is, let me show you, is if I have a divider in a Happy Planner that I think is really beautiful. Let me see if I can find one that I really like. No, I really don't like any of those, but I'll try this August one. Okay. This one is cute enough. Okay. So I like this divider. This was a spiral Happy Planner that I punched, but let's pretend it's just a regular divider. Could be a spiral as well. I can pop it in here. I would trim the top and bottom here where it's a little short or a little long. And that could be like my decoration. I would cut off this tab because I don't need it. I already have a January here. And then I could put this on top. And this is how Squared Plan does it. She buys the tabs here. The reason I'm not buying, I didn't even look to buy because this size is an off size. So you kind of have to customize a little more with it. But I think it's gonna be worth it. So I really like this idea because I can have a really pretty divider. I'll go through and find some of my favorite dividers, cut them off as a tab here. For their backing, I will put like a paper or something here so that it's not a month. And then that will be like the decoration behind my little frosted tab up here. So that is the idea. We will be doing that in another video. But soon, while we are waiting for the other planners to come, I plan to have all of this worked out so that they're ready. I can punch them in and go because it's gonna be pretty close. We're cutting it pretty close. When you look at the first January here, your first weekly starts on the 30th. Mine will start on the 29th because I'm grabbing for Sunday. So I'm gonna 29th, 30. And I think my planners get here the 26th. So it's gonna be close. If I have everything else ready, I think it'll be really easy to put together. So that is the plan for now. And I will start setting those up actually tomorrow. But this is Saturday night at sundown. It's well past sundown. So I just wanted to pop on here real quickly. I couldn't hardly wait to open this. It arrived yesterday, but after sundown. So I was just waiting, and now it is here. It is open. And I am super excited. So now I'm gonna go sit in my chair and like just plan and look at it and like hold it on my lap like I did with my teacher one because I'm a little loopy. But that is it for this video. I just wanted to show you how the Happy Planner, and this is not an official Happy Planner cover, this is an eBay copycat Happy Planner cover, but the dimensions are the same. So how an eBay Happy Planner cover, this divider will not be there, works with the Planner Envy pages and how the discs work. And the discs work. You can see it's just flopping. And they're not loose, they're not gonna come off. You would still have to yank to get them off, so it works perfectly. And there it is. His planner is ready to go all the way until June with the new signature layout. All right, that is it for this video. Check back because like I said, I'm gonna be figuring things out, customizing things, finding dividers that I like, and getting this ready. So this will be my practice and used planner coming up, and I'll get it all set up on these discs so that I can just hurry up and transfer everything when I'm ready. I do wonder if I'm gonna have to go to bigger discs than these, which are, I don't know if you can see how the difference is there. And if I do have one set of rose gold expander discs from Happy Planner, but I'm kind of thinking this will be enough. These discs will be big enough. So I may not even have to change the discs, just decide what cover to start with and add in my other sections. So yeah, It will all be ready soon. It's all coming together. So I think the next video I'll do is I will start showing you what I'm going to be doing with this layout. So we'll talk about that a little and then get some of it started to get set up. And then this is a different video, but I did punch all of these spiral pages. Right now they're just on Happy Planner discs, and I put a Happy Planner cover on there to protect it, even though it's not cut down, just for now. And some of these pages are going to be popped in to FrankenPlan, so we can get part of that done as well right away. So stay tuned for all of that and more, because soon we get to start decorating our new planners. So excited for that. Well, thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.